Just getting set up over here. We're gonna do run through. Let me just show you real quick. Centenary Harbor. This is actually my first look at this. It's Q2. First look. What's up, Mark? Thanks for popping in. You beat me to the chat, so. Hey, Brian. Thanks for popping in. So we're gonna just work through some shots here. A little bit of free to play, a little bit of Win 5 stuff. So I'm just gonna kind of jump around a little bit. Just kind of do the best that I can. This is my first look at this setup. I'm not overly familiar with this course either. I've never played a tournament here. I've never played from tee boxes 1, 2, so I'm just starting to learn tee box 3. It's in Tour 12. I don't get it a lot though. I did get it on my Tour 12. If you guys were there for that Tour 12 content, it wasn't a live stream, but I did do some Tour 12 that I just posted to YouTube. It went kind of mixed bag. It was very up and down. I really don't think I played that well. It just didn't really reflect well, and some of the shootouts just didn't quite go the way that I wanted to either. So, but all in all, I got a really good mixed bag, and there was a lot of holes that I got from this course as well, and that's kind of some of the first time that I had seen this. What's up, David? Thanks for popping in. One thing I did just want to touch on, just real quick, briefly, the Ultimate Golf. So just wanted to pop in here. I'm still kind of, tied with these guys and playing the game. Love it over here. For sure. It's kind of mixed. It's interesting to see what Golf Clash does. It's also cool to see what these guys are doing. I think they're doing some really cool things. One of the things that I wanted to show you, if you can see my screen touches here, up in the promo code, it's the top left corner. I do have screen touches on. Here's where the promo codes are. That's Zach22. It's still live. This is for brand new accounts. So if you're starting a brand new account, you can basically just use Zach22 and it will give you free stuff just for coming over here and starting an account. A lot of things under the hood, development-wise, as to, some really cool stuff. They really do some innovative things and push the bounds instead of, I feel like it's kind of a different platform over there. Like, it's more about growth and, what do the people want versus over here. It's just kind of like, let's do this tournament, and then we're looking at next week for the major tournament, and then, it's just rinse and repeat. But with that being said, Golf Clash, they still, are killing it from a customer standpoint. So obviously guys do appreciate what they're doing over here. So you got to respect and love kind of both different vibes. But from a creative standpoint, what they're doing is pretty unparalleled. So it's definitely worth checking out. What's up, Peter? Haven't seen you in a long time. I'm glad that you popped in, though. That's really cool. Hopefully all is well with you. It's always interesting when somebody new pops in that I hadn't seen in a very long time. But to see them still, have notifications on for my channel, still supporting the game. It's a pretty cool thing to see. So let's jump in here. I probably should have did this earlier. I don't think it's gonna influence things too much. So let's see here. Brand new bracket, just opened up. So we're not going to know how it goes. Let's just pop in here and just get underway. Oh, that's awesome. Nice to know, Peter. I've been messing around. The one thing I don't like about coming back is like, well, it depends on if you were logging or not, because I had to come all the way up from rookie one. It was either rookie one or beginner. Like I was very low and I had to build all the way up. It's annoying that they set it up that way because that is a lot of work. I don't have a notebook on yet. Let me just pop out real quick. Oops, wrong one. Let's go back over here. Rookie one, yeah. So if you're doing logs and still, that's what I do. I still try to progress my clubs. It's kind of annoying the way that it is, but it is what it is. You know, I was mentioning about Ultimate Golf, and theirs is set up a little bit different. They don't make you do that. So I can promote all the way down to amateur and still compete at the top level. It makes it more low-key relaxed, which is awesome. I'm going to do a very close shot to this. This is the way that I want to play it as well. Hook slice. Try to get it up there by the green. Oh, just comes up a little bit short. All in all, that's not bad though. So let's see what we can do. Gonna do P5 plus max basically. Right around win plus 0.6 or so rings. Gonna have to push up for sure. So far, so good. Let's see if I hop out. It looks like I got out. So we are good. I think you have to clip that rough there. Without it, you might end up a little bit more aggressive. But we're off to a nice land zone there. We'll see if we can manage this side wind. Not my favorite. I was going to do EB roll for this shot if I can. Plus 15%. For those who don't know, let me point to it real quick. I got my screen touches back on, so you might be able to see me pointing there to that small. That's my that's basically Endbringer full scale. So it's to scale when you fully zoom out. So that keeps you from having to, always pull, get your scaling correct. It just makes my life a little bit easier. I can just go full max out and have an idea of the percentage. Now, the zoom, it gets a little bit tough, but it's not too bad to do. The zoom does get just a little bit farther out, but since the hole is still, they still got that arrow in there. This is probably 65% or something. So that's what we're gonna do. 10 rings. Let's see what it looks like though. I'm assuming a little glitchy on the ball guide. I'm probably going to utilize some spin. Try something like this. But sure enough, right in the hole. Yeah, Brian, I played around with it a little bit. I knew where I wanted it to land, so I still used that same spot. So that way you don't have to move the way that I did it was that way you don't have to worry about the distance being wrong. So if I would have played around too much with the landing zone, I could have got myself in a little gray sticky area where the rings might not play right. But I knew that it needed to be around there. Just tweak the spin from there as long as the ball guides through the hole. As you can see, we're still good. So fortunate we're able to get that one. We're off to a good start. I already feel like I'm on a good pace to kind of get through just with one hole played, which is awesome. So we're gonna go QB here. We'll go. I got these new balls that we picked up a while back, thanks to the guys who supported me in the stream. This was directly from their donations. So, I picked up these balls just to kind of make my content just a little bit more interesting as opposed to just being, always boring balls. But let's jump to this one with the QB P2. Get set up here. Yeah, that's cool. I think I saw the Typhoon ball come out, but I never picked it up. I did grab this one. I have a decent amount of them, so I've been trying to hold on to them for sure. This might not be the greatest wind angle. That's the biggest concern that I have here. I'm worried about pull angle here. I came off a little bit. I'm going to try to make a tweak. So that's what I was a little bit worried about, was that being just a little bit heavy. I tried to kind of pull in just a little bit. I could see that the pull angle, it was going to be very close to max on that pull angle there. Try to come in just a little bit, make a slight tweak on the fly. And just, as you could see, like 1 cup off. But we gave it a good go. That one, a little bit to the outside there. Not going to come back at the hole, but all in all, not too bad attempt there. We had a good chance here, just not able to capitalize. Did I start that other chest? I think I did. I want to check that, because I know I didn't have an active chest going. Make sure that I did that. Yep, so that's going. Looks good. We're going to switch back. Reset up our bags here. See what we can do. Hopefully we can get a drop here. Yeah, I mean, it's a little complex, but at the same time, you know, it really comes down to precision. I'm not really a fine-tuned player to where, you know, I really want to overanalyze things to a crazy level. But I've been messing around with this whole concept, especially with the circles there. It's actually pretty good. Like the way that I have it down is like basically one circle over is equivalent curl and backspin. They're kind of equivalent. It's very, very close. It's kind of like, you know, I'm within a cup every time that I end up doing it. It's very close either way. So it is a nice translation. P5, maybe 11 rings or something. Oh, I didn't go OP there. Forgot to do my OP, so this is gonna not get up to where I wanted. But we should still be fine. I should be able to work this through. So let me just get my revision ready. Who knows? I know I'm going to go a little extra on this. I just don't know how much. Yeah, iOS can be tricky, but one thing, you know, I know a lot of people have done is they've jailbroke their iOS. And I know they still have grids on their iOS. Let's see what we can do here. I'm gonna try to play wind effect and spot adjust. Something like this, I'm thinking. This is very close to max. 9.2. Let's try it. Might be down in the water though. Looks like it is. Let's see. Can't be too bad. I'm not saying it's going in or anything, but just too much wind effect. I got just a little too aggressive with that one. I feel like maybe normally I should feel like I should go +5. Might not need it in that situation just because you're pulling down so much away from max. I feel like by the time you've pulled that, you're at like 80-85%. It's unfortunate. It's a nice wind angle. That's a good opportunity, even from the rough there with perfect ball. Had I seen a look of that, had I been there and did that mistake, and that would have been my second look at that one, I really think I could have gave that a really aggressive run. But no harm done. So we'll just keep rolling here. I was going to use practice on this one. This is one of the holes that I was a little unsure of. Just going to set my bag up a little bit different. I'm going to go into practice. I have so many practice tokens. I feel like I barely ever even touch these. We're just going to go in. We're going to try it out. See what happens. What's up, Jason? Thanks for popping in here, reaching out in the chat. Hopefully we can get 1 or 2 more drops. That's kind of the goal here. So let's see what we can do. I was going to see if I could get up to that fairway with this ball. I'm a little hesitant to try it. Let's just see what happens. That's the reason we went practice for starts. This is what, 11 rings plus 4 OP, something like that. I'm a little worried about that shot. Like, I think I could get a checkup bounce there and run into a problem. Like, it might, like if it doesn't roll through on that big bounce, it might be in the rough if I try to do that shot. It's a very conservative play with the KM ball. It's like saving a free ball, trying to save a luminary, basically. It's kind of the approach. I'm not sure where we're going to be on this next shot, so let me just set up a couple different things just in case. Thinking something to the effect of this. It's really in between clubs. I got to get that drive farther. Tell you, this isn't going to work out nearly as much as I was hoping it was going to. But let's just see what this looks like. 12 plus 30, 14 and a half. Push up or something. Little bit deep there. 2 rings is too much of a push up. All in all, that actually looks pretty good though. It was really close. I need to rewatch that replay though. I can't remember if I offset or what my offset looked like. I wasn't thinking about it at the time. So let me just back out real quick. I'm going to see if I can find that one in my bank here. Just real quick. I just want to see that positioning. Does it let you? Doesn't let you. Or does it? It's weird. It has their shot on there. Or it even has my shot on there. That doesn't make any sense. Is that not the hole? It must not be the hole. I don't think it's there. All right. Well, oh well. Let me see if somebody in the chat has it. Yeah, I'm worried about the rough bump. I don't know enough about this shot. This is my first look, Jason. I wasn't planning on doing a rough bump here. I just don't trust it. I'm not convinced that I could do it. So that's the reason that I'm playing it a little bit more cautious. I go 13 or so rings, just a little bit light of that. Yeah, Brian, that's kind of, especially with going KM, like I'm not doing what most people are doing on this, which is using a special ball and doing something that you can get aggressive with. Since I'm playing so conservatively, I'm going for that. I still am kind of going for the outside eagle chance. But I wish I remembered what my offset was there. Like, I really don't think I was on this adjustment, which I just kind of freeballed last time. I feel like I was a little bit offset to the left, but I can't remember how much. I just don't remember looking directly at it. That's what I was worried about, was the bounce that my opponent just got. I think they might be okay. It's going to be close, though. Oh, because of the tailwind, I think they're okay. Man, I'm shorter on the drive. Brutal. Brutal. We're going to have to set this up with... We'll do something like this, 35 this time. See how many rings that is? That's 2. That was like 3 rings from... So I'm going to have to push up a couple rings after this adjustment. That was like 3 rings plus 1 for it landing short. Something like 4 rings. Should be fine. That was a much better land zone. Oh, just not enough adjustment. That realistically, that actually has a chance. Like, that can be done. That was a very good assessment of that shot. And it was only my second look at it. That can definitely be made. You could see it backed up, shot just past the hole and backed up. So in my ring adjustment, I went extra there. So on the first one, I went plus 30. I went plus 35 because I was leaving the club. So since I knew it was at Guardian, I went extra. Oh, Dion, that makes sense. I actually didn't know that. I usually am not looking for my replays. I guess it doesn't give it enough time to save it or... I got to get stuff back to normal now. Wrong bag. No, it's this one. And this one. Let's see how this one goes. I would imagine this is probably one of Guy's more makeables. Would be on this hole. It's just such a funnel, especially for turn. Makes this for a very easy hole. Let's see how this one rolls out. Definitely looked like a good line. It took a little bit less of that first slope, which is nice. Usually when you keep it shallow like that, it looks pretty good. It just came up to the left. And sure enough, there it is. So we got it. Whew. I like this hole, but I don't like when I miss it. It's a straight wind. It's like you just really need to find that spot. Just a little bit of, and that's what's nice about this ball is you can really side spin it. So it has so much side spin. And I just, side spin through the, some extra to get it where you need to. Really makes for an easy, straightforward shot, which is what I was shooting for. So let's get set up here. I was a little bit worried about this hole. Touch. Once I get off the tee, I'll probably feel a little bit better about it. The long par fives, I always, I feel like you always want to make sure that you're safe, foremost. So one thing you don't want to do is give up a stroke on a par five. It's like it just takes away one of your eagles. So what's annoying about this game is the whole concept of eagle and hole in one. So the eagle that I just got is equivalent in this game to forfeiting it here. And that concept for me, isn't necessarily my favorite about this game. So you always want to be just a little bit careful for sure. I'll go max plus 10 on the P5 ball. Ah, just needed just a tad more backspin, but that was it. That was it, right off the stick. It seemed to have. It almost feels like maybe I was just a little careless with my pull angle there. I definitely didn't want it landing short on me, so I was trying to keep it a little bit longer. And when I saw where it bounced, it was a little bit close, a little bit closer than I was hoping. So I definitely thought that I needed to increase the backspin just a touch for that land. If it would have just landed just a little bit shorter, I was definitely dropped. That's a heartbreak because it hit the pin almost dead on. I mean, it was what, a quarter inch from hitting it dead on. What's up, Jason, Caden? Thanks for popping up. It's nice seeing guys in the chat and hanging out. We got a couple more holes left here. Let's hope that we can get something going. I really feel like I had that one. It was super close. It was like a stroke that we kind of just threw away there. Tube you. I can't even believe they let you use that as your name. We are through. This is pretty close to the green too. We got a good I think it's going to be a little I'm kind of torn whether or not to try to topspin this or use an EB roll on this because I think it's going to be tilted on me a little bit. Kind of like a straight side wind. And since I haven't seen, yeah, it's going to be like straight side wind. I'd probably rather go with the let's do it this way. Just size it up. Just so much wind, I don't want to edge this one because I try to analyze it full top spin. That's about 62, I'm thinking. Right here, so it might be 60. Oh, so just enough rings. I should have just stuck to 62. I think I moved it down to 60 because I pulled it in and it was just enough rings. So that was very, very close there, but we got it. So we're looking pretty decent. Little disappointed on that last one because I hit that pin right on. It's like, just don't bring it in that hard, and you got it. Let's see if this one, oh, little great ball there. That's a little bit longer too. That's a tough one to make. Definitely brought it in a little bit firm, but could have slammed the pin there. Just a little bit off. But we're able to grab it. We get another pin chest. That's pretty cool. One of those tournament chests. So we got the new ball we're going to try to utilize here. So let's take a look at this one. This is going to be my first look. So let's go 8-4 here. Didn't save. Just a little bit light on my OP there. As you can see, it just lands a little bit short. So not able to execute that one, but at least we're safe. Nothing lost. One thing I kind of wonder, so the precision balls, is there any precision boost on the putts? Does anybody know the answer? Like, I feel like it would be hard to actually know one way or the other. But is there a precision boost included in the putting? What's up, Ken? Thanks for showing up. Hey, Sage. Good seeing you again as well. So no putting boost. Yeah, so that's an interesting. I always wondered that because definitely visually you can't see anything on that putting. Thanks for popping in, Mark. Appreciate seeing you here. See what this says. 11.3. About a ring and a half extra here. Win plus ring and a half. What's up, Hitman? Thanks for popping in. Yeah, Sage, that one I knew. I saw some guy do it, and I was kind of laughing a little bit because, um, I would have figured what he was trying to do was common knowledge. So it's just like crazy. Every time that you see somebody that doesn't know that and they do it anyway, just a little mind blowing. Yeah, I'm gonna have to repunch that in, I think. Oh, heartbreaker. That was super close, super close. So we gave it a good run. We overall did fairly well. I mean, especially considering what I did a KM 4 unit, like it's like 6 km or lower balls. We definitely executed this setup pretty decent. Just very marginally missed on just a couple. And not too bad overall. So a little disappointing to not see one or two more of those fall, but we gave it a good run. Pretty good stream. You know, thanks guys for popping up. Hopefully your guys' rounds are going well and you guys are, you know, working through these no issue. I don't think this was an overly hard setup. Definitely nothing really tests your limits. Now, you know, even if you make a mistake, like there's certain times that you can make a mistake, and certain times you can't. So if you're just real careful on those times that you know you have to be really precise, this setup isn't too bad. They gave you, you know, there were some nice tailwinds in here. It'll be interesting to see how tomorrow goes with the setup that they put out for the final. Because I definitely think, you know, scoring, it's going to be a possibility. So, you know, thank you guys for showing up. Greg, nice seeing you pop up. Peter, nice seeing you pop in here for a long time. It's probably been 2 or 3 years since I saw you, but appreciate seeing you in the chat and everything. And hope to see you guys out there on the course. Like I did mention, right on the front end, you know, I've been kind of also switching between Ultimate Golf and here. Ultimate Golf, in the description, I did give you guys a promo code in there. If you guys, you know, are interested in starting over a fresh account over there, the promo code hub is right there in the top left corner. And you can use that to get free gear, free balls, free clubs, free cash just for starting an account over there. So, you know, just keep that in mind. And, you know, hopefully you guys have a great tournament round here at this Centenary Harbor course. Overall, you know, I definitely thought you can definitely shoot a score. So let me know how you guys did and see you guys next time. Take care.